Doctor Doom is actually Ultron. What's up, guys? How's it going? And today we are going to be going over some of the craziest Avengers Doomsday theories. These are all very, very viable and could definitely happen, given the fact that nobody knows or has any idea what the movie is going to hold. Any theory could be true. Now, I am just going to get right into this because there are a lot I want to go over. The first one is that Robert Downey Jr. is not coming back as bad Doctor Doom, but he's actually just going to be coming back as Iron Man. This one's been talked a lot about online, and I definitely think it's something Marvel could pull. I think this Tony could be a variant that never sacrificed himself and feels guilty, and I just think that we might be able to see some more Iron Man in action, and I think this Doom could be an entire front. It is a theory that is probably unlikely given, all the Doom stuff we've already seen, but I wouldn't put it past Marvel at this point from how much they're grasping at straws to actually do this. The next theory is another RDJ theory. It is that Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, is actually Doctor Doom, but he is good, not evil. The premise of this is going to identify the overall greater threat, whether that be Galactus, Dormammu, and I think that there could be some trust issues there with the Avengers and him, and maybe him even turning on them in the end, but I don't think we can put past the probability of there being a good Doctor Doom, especially given the fact that some of the opponents that the Avengers could go up against are so insanely powerful godlike beings that they might need a character like that for them to even stand a chance. The third theory is that Thanos joins the Avengers. I think this one's kind of fun, probably highly unlikely, but a Thanos variant ends up joining the Avengers in their wake to save the universe or whatever the movie will be about. I think this variant is a version of Thanos that either sees what a lot of his other variants were doing, or himself feels a lot of guilt and wants to help the Avengers to clean his slate. And I think that it'd be cool to see the Avengers, although they hate him so much, have a dynamic with him that they work together in order to save whatever it is they're saving, the world, the universe, whatever. I think that would be really cool to see. I think another cool theory is Tom Cruise making an Iron Man cameo. I think that his almost casting of Iron Man has been the talk for so long that I wouldn't put it past Marvel. Probably not make it a major plot point if they were to do anything with this, but have at least maybe one scene or one cameo or one fight where we see what could have been Tom Cruise in action. I think that would be so cool. I love Tom Cruise as an actor, in his roles and stuff. I think he's great. I think it'd be really, really cool to see, and I hope Marvel does it. I mean, I think that'd be really cool. But I think what they would do with that is he is the version of Iron Man from the first movie, who was arrogant, ruthless, only cares about himself. That's what the Tom Cruise variant would portray. I think that's probably where Marvel would go if they ended up doing it. Up next, we have that Doomsday is actually going to be another Civil War movie of the Avengers versus X-Men. I think it'd be really cool to watch, but it would be disappointing in the sense that I'm kind of expecting this big movie with Doom and all these big characters that if they were to do an Avengers X-Men Civil War, I think it would be cool, but I don't think it would be quite right with what we've been being teased and what's been lined up. But maybe there will be some internal fighting between the X-Men and Avengers that will give us some little hints of a Civil War, which group is more powerful. Now, this one is a crazy one. This one says that Doctor Doom is actually Ultron. So how this goes is after Endgame, Stark's AI basically merges with fragments of leftover Ultron code, and from there creates an insanely powerful monster, and it basically evolves over the years into Doctor Doom. That would be a really, really cool thing, I think, because I know a lot of people don't want to see the end of Ultron. They want to see more of Ultron, and I think it'd be a really cool thing if they did that. I don't know how likely that's going to be, because I think people want to see the actual, real, original Doom. They don't want to see some AI Ultron morph. But I do think it's a cool theory to think about. One of the more minor theories that I think would really ruin things, and I already think that this ruined the Spider-Man Far From Home movie, is that Doctor Doom is actually a Skrull in disguise, and that he stole Doom's tech and he stole certain things to make him seem powerful. But that would be kind of stupid, and I don't like this whole Skrull. We see it in Secret Invasion, like Rhodey was a Skrull, so stupid. Nick Fury in Far From Home was a Skrull. Bro, it's like, I don't like this Skrull shit. It's so annoying, and they use it to cop out of like plot holes and shit. But anyway, that's another one. One of my favorite ones is Odin returns. Now, obviously, Odin in the main timeline is dead, but this would be a variant Odin that returns to help the Avengers defeat Doom. That would be so cool, because we haven't really seen Odin in true action. He has a ton of lore and a ton. We see him a little bit in Thor. Like, we just know he's very powerful. But I just think that seeing Odin in true combat would be so cool, and I think it's a cool theory that he might return to Doomsday. I think another really cool theory is the events of Avengers Doomsday actually occur because of Cap returning the stones. When he returns the stones, he actually destabilizes the universes, and the ripple basically grows into a multiversal expiration date, and there you have Doomsday. Shush! And the now Avengers must have to repair what Cap did, and I think it'd be cool because you would then have to show Cap going back and returning the stones, and I think every single Marvel fan wants to see that, and that would just be so cool. Even if they don't do this theory, I wish they show some flashbacks or something for Cap returning the stones, because I know Chris Evans is going to be in this movie. He better be. If he's not, I'm going to be mad. And the last theory we have, the final theory, the last craziest theory is that Deadpool is actually Doom all along. This would be insane. I mean, if you think about Deadpool, he can't die, he's invincible, but it shows that Deadpool was undercover as Doom this whole time. I don't know, it's a pretty far-fetched one, but I just think it would be so crazy that the Deadpool that we've all come to love is actually Doctor Doom, and that he's just been downplaying his abilities to get all the intel. Obviously he makes it to the TVA, he's able to see all those timelines, all those screens, and it could be all part of Doctor Doom's plan, and he was pretending to be Deadpool all along as a cover-up. Who knows? It could be true. I doubt it. But thank you guys for listening. Let me know which one you thought was your favorite. Personally, I think the Odin returning one would be the coolest to see. But let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in theaters when it comes out.